Thank you very much for coming here today. First, I'd like to thank Congressman Payne for being here. I know you're a very, very busy man. Assemblywoman Tucker, thank you for being here. And Mayor Booker, I can't say too much more. You've done a lot with this city, and I really appreciate you having us here today. Generally speaking, I don't like to read off of notes. I pretty much ad-lib things that have happened, but I have written some notes here that I think are very, very important, especially being that we're not only celebrating Memorial Day for the men and women in our armed forces who have given the ultimate sacrifice, but we're also here for the families, to be able to support those same families. And basically, we need to honor the memory of fallen soldiers by caring for their families and their fellow soldiers who need help. Too many people think supporting our troops and veterans is just a simple thank you or a pat on the back. While as a nice gesture, it is simply not enough to a family who is suffering from the loss of a loved one, or to a veteran who is suffering from a service-connected disability. As Americans, we have the obligation to care for the families who lost ones in the defense of our great country, and to those veterans suffering from injuries. Military personnel and veterans will tell you this is the best way to honor them. It just so happens that right up the road in East Orange, New Jersey, you have one of the best healthcare systems that the United States has to offer, and that's the East Orange Veterans Hospital. And I'd just like to bring that up because I have used their services and they've helped me greatly also. Remembering those heroes, most families across the country are not directly affected by the war in Iraq or Afghanistan. They do not have sons, daughters, fathers, mothers, nieces, or nephews serving in harm's way in a far, far land. Far away from their homes, their families. They know what it's like to go and sleep at night wondering what that news might be the next morning, whether they might get that knock on the door. The price of freedom is not measured in dollars. The cost of freedom is measured in sacrifices made to defend freedom itself. It is measured by the number of families who grieve at the thought of losing a loved one. It is measured by the child who grows up without a father or mother. And it is measured by those who lose their lives in the defense so that they can give us the greatest gift in the world, and that's to be an American living free. Again, I'd like to thank the City of Newark for having this particular ceremony. Most people don't realize when you look in the windows of homes and you see a little gold star, okay, on a little tinny flag, that's referred to as a Gold Star Mother. That person had lost somebody in battle. All right, and a lot of people don't realize what these little stars and these little mementos mean. We in the military definitely do. Some of you do out there. I thought I'd never meet another Gold Star Mother when I first joined the military, but that has now changed. We talk about helping, GI Go helping troops and their families get back on board, get back on with their lives. It is not very easy to go from a war zone, come back to this great country, and just turn the light switch back on and go right back to your normal work, your normal job. Not only am I a veteran, but my wife's standing in the audience right there. She's a veteran. She did not serve in a war, but she had to take care of the home front, take care of the bills, take care of the family, and sometimes we do forget those people too, and those people need to be recognized. A few days ago, or I should say a couple weeks ago, we had an individual walk into a healthcare healthcare facility in Iraq and kill 5 of his comrades because he didn't know how to deal with stress. We don't really realize what we're looking forward to when these guys come home. And some of these PTSD things and some of the other military things that I'm not a doctor, so I really can't discuss it. But they're gonna come. We need to be ready for it. Obviously, the city of Newark is definitely getting ready for it. I just wish other towns, major cities throughout the United States would do the same, and hopefully that they'll follow Mayor Booker's lead. With that, today, when you drive past one of the cemeteries, or this weekend, you're going to see a bunch of American flags by the tombstones. Those flags represent a veteran laying there for eternal rest. That's basically all I have for you, and I thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you, CPTBerry.